And I'm asking, what's your reaction to the news that the northern leg of HS2 has been scrapped? Our Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, has announced this afternoon he's cancelling the rest of the HS2 project, meaning everything outside the London to Birmingham leg, which is already under construction. Sunak has said he will reinvest every single penny saved from HS2, which he says is £36 billion, in hundreds of new transport projects in the North and the Midlands across the country. Penny Gaines is the chair of the group Stop HS2. What do you make of this, Penny?
I think it's utterly amazing. I felt when he was reading out his speech, it was almost like someone had handed him a Stop HS2 leaflet. We've said so many of those things so many times. We've said that if you cancel HS2, you have an awful lot of money you could spend on a lot of smaller projects that would bring more benefits to more people more quickly. And that's what he's been talking about. We've said for a long time that if you're in the north, it's the east-west links that are difficult. It's very easy to get to London, very easy to get to London from Manchester. It's very easy to get to London from Birmingham. It's very difficult to get from Manchester to Leeds. And that is the kind of journey that will really make a difference. Because under the old HS2 model, you'll catch your HS2 train in Manchester, you go down to Birmingham and change and go up to Leeds if you wanted to get there faster, which makes no sense. Because HS2 has always been a London-centric project designed to get people into London faster. And it didn't start from the point of view of what are the transport projects that would actually make most sense for people across the country.
So do you think this is going to be well received by people in the north of England then?
Yes. I mean, there was quite a big sort of... I wasn't actually in the main hall where Rishi Sunak was talking. Okay. But there was some screens that are outside, and people clapped outside. So it's something that some people obviously are receiving it well.
Yeah, you got a sense that it had gone down well. Now, the London to Birmingham stretch is still going ahead. What about those people in Buckinghamshire who will be listening now going, yeah, but, we've really suffered because of all the construction that's happening, who may be listening to this and thinking, well, it's all right for you, for the north of England, they don't need to fret as much now, but we're still going through this. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think that's a real shame. He did have an opportunity to take a really bold decision, and he might not have felt able to cancel it straight away, but he could have at least gone back to the review that was done in 2020 when Tony Barclay produced the dissenting review from the official one that was done by Doug Oakervere, former chair of HS2, and said, actually, but it's not too late to cancel it. There aren't tracks. The link into Euston's been on pause for a while. There are alternatives you could do. You could put that land back to nature or something. And I do think it was a missed opportunity on his part.
So do you see this?
I really do feel for the people who are affected by HS2.
Do you see this as a glimmer of hope then for those people in Buckinghamshire who are still campaigning about HS2? They don't want it. We heard from the MP for Cheshire and Amersham who's calling for the Prime Minister to cancel the whole thing now. Take this as an opportunity, like you said, to cancel the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely my preferred position. But I think... I mean,
is that even possible? How would they put it back?
Well, that's a question. That is a reasonable question. You could do things like if you planted woodland next to the existing woodland that they didn't cut down, then that would help regenerate it. I was at a fringe meeting with Greg Smith, and he said the thing to do would be to go back to the communities who've been affected and find out what they want.